starting to accumulate it. Like 15, 18, 12, whatever.
So we're still getting the work done between these two.
You have a high-tech crock pot? So it's just going to be on time still. When in doubt, salsa.
With all four finished. But there's no like
Alright, extra barbecue sauce. Let's get this tried. So now we're back to girl cat again. Back to the beginning. Don't work that way.
I did not go through security with the best.
I'd rather do it on one box.
I think it is.
We're on one box?
Yeah, you two are one.
we have a box. We have a box.
What about the bike?
We have a bike. Oh, we have a bike.
I'm Todd Wise. I'm a one-on-one brute strength coach. I started CrossFit in late 2011. First open was in 2012, and I opened my first CrossFit gym in 2013, Sundown CrossFit. So my second CrossFit gym, CrossFit Currahee, we opened in late 2016, like December. And our first open was 2017 open. The gym was one spot from qualifying to regionals, and same thing in 2018, kind of heartbreaking. I started coaching about a year and a half ago now with brute strength. And I do highly competitive athletes and even general physical preparedness people who are looking for a broader depth of program. Yeah, so the brutes came together. We've known Tim for a while now. He's a brute individual athlete with Coach Dom. And then Marissa and CJ are my individual athletes. And we met Harley through NC Fit. He was a coach there. And then he moved out to Atlanta to train with Training Think Tank. And I've stayed in touch with him, and we've worked out with him numerous times. The girls have worked out with him. Tim's never worked out with him, but it was a cool idea of like, okay, let's get them together because the girls have worked out with Tim and the girls have worked out with Harley, and then the girls work out together every day. So it was easy to say, okay, this might work. You don't know if it's gonna work until you get everyone in the same room. And recently, in the last 3 days that they've been training together, they've learned a lot about each other and their emotions. I think this team is going to be pretty dangerous, especially with the workouts that the Lowlands have already released. There's only one out of the 5 they've released that I'm even worried about. The rest, it's like they have what it takes to be up there in the top 8 teams for sure out of the 20. So we'll see what happens, but it was a good combination of people and couldn't have worked out any better.
Like step off, try to not like twist too much. That's a good strategy. But she's really good in transition. I'm slow, so doing it that way and me bounding was like perfect combination. I don't think I went faster than you.
But sheer capacity and solid back and box.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
and I think
the
24 might be a reach, like if they're doing 30. It was good for us. We did 14:10. On the bike, and then she just held the pace. I just tried to stay right behind her on the box jump.
I mean, right off of the box jumps and going onto the bike, like, that might have killed me. But I would have had the rest while she did the bike.
slightly different strategies, but still work.
We were within a second of each other.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
She, because they were just bounding over and then you guys would get out of the way.
They definitely, in the end, once we started slowing down the bike, that's where we pulled ahead at the beginning, they were able to make up ground on the box.
You'll hold that.
But yeah, as soon as you guys started
A
doing
3-round race was
like,
smoking.
having
It
to
was like
switch
I kind of
bikes.
started to go down. For the first 3, supposedly held it.
Yeah.
4 and 5, I was like, I'm not putting much out now.
Yeah, but it's not like transition because like we were only a couple seconds behind you, so I'm like all it was the extra transition.
Well, I mean, if y'all would have done 24 spots.
Yeah.
Southwest Airlines to the gym. That's how you roll. They got the freshest water in San Jose. Makes it to 150 box jump, and he hurts himself putting the box away. Like CSU, I played football at Colorado State, bro.
Wrong CS.
There's a few CSUs out there.
So,
03 to 08. I graduated in 08, so I played 03 to 07 season.
03 to 07. So in 07, I wasn't even in junior high. I was like barely in junior high.
I hope your microphone's getting this crap. Summer of 97 in Cancun.
97.
Crazy times, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grandma.
And it's like, glad you had a good birthday.
Daughter's graduation, and now knows everything about their life. Favorite.
Grandma's
My
ruthless.
favorite. Yeah, my favorite. She goes. She lost all her hair. Sweet girl.
Sweet girl.
Just keep the tape down all the time. Never even take it up. It's all from the open.
Damn.
No, it's not.
I was gonna say that's some strong painter's tape.
It's pretty good painter's tape.
Lasts
It's from
forever.
this open.
Yeah.
Took my first CrossFit class in 2015. Did a workout actually in the 2015 Open. It was the year that they did ring muscle ups first. It's like one of my first times in the gym. And so for like 14 minutes, I just swung around on the rings with some sort of anticipation that I was gonna get a ring muscle up.
Found this really great gym full of really great people and just haven't wanted to leave them yet. In 2012 was right before my senior prom, and my hockey season was over, and my mom had been doing CrossFit for maybe 6 months or so, and she kept asking me if I wanted to go with her, and I was like, no. I think we went to try on like dresses or something, prom dresses, and I was like, uh-oh, sports are over and I'm out of shape, so maybe I'll just come with you this like one time, and now it's been like 7 years.
Started CrossFit back in like 2014, alone in my barn with a few friends, like would come over here and there, sort of use the University of YouTube to get things figured out. 5.5 years later, and here we are. 2015 was my first Open, around that time.
2014, I played college football, kind of got married, had kids, moved around with work, and was just working out at 24 Hour Fitness, got bored, and kind of just got introduced to the sport. I showed up mid-Open, no idea what was going on. Got destroyed one workout on a Friday night, and then just kind of stuck ever since then. I've been really surprised actually this week. You know, there's always challenges as a team. Not everybody's, has the opportunity to train day in and day out with teams as they try to go to some of these sanctioned events, like some of the other well-known teams out there. But I've been really surprised, really happy with this week of training, kind of leading up to it. I think we've gelled communication-wise. Everyone is taking responsibility for when things get messed up. We've been able to keep a level head. So it's been a really fun week, and I'm excited about going out next week and just laying it all on the line.
Haven't done any sanctionals. This will be my first sanctional event. And when regionals was a thing until this year, obviously our goal was to make it, for me, like back to regionals.
Obviously coming together with some new people, some new faces, new personalities, like always brings some challenges, especially when we're learning new skills like the worm together. But I think that we're all being patient in our own right, and that it's just gonna be a process, and it's gonna be a lot of fun along the way.
Better you can navigate those hardships when they do come up, because you already know going into it that Tim or CJ or Harley or my own capacity is where it's at right now, and just navigating those things and picking up the slack where you can.
Yeah, the worm. The worm is hard. I think the worm's hard for everyone. If you're doing a team of 4 at any of these sanctionals or the CrossFit Games, and you're watching this, like, you need to get a worm and you need to train with that every day. It's little pieces like their footwork, their hand placement that is getting them really frustrated because they're fit. And when you're fit, you're like, why isn't this working? I'm strong, it's easy to do. But if one person is off just by the littlest inch of their hand when they're trying to go over their head, it's not gonna work out. That is the thing that we're gonna keep working on until they travel to the Netherlands, is playing with the worm every day, and we do a lot of skill work with it. But that's gonna be their biggest hang up, is that worm. And I think that's gonna be the biggest hang up for any team that's competing at this level. I tell them it's like salsa dancing with the worm. You got to be on point and you can't miss a step or somebody's going to take a tumble.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover, work the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Up on boxes, and he was landing like this, and Todd's like, "You gotta stand up all the way." He's like, "Yeah, that takes more time." Todd's like, "Yeah, yep, it does. It'll take more time."
Why don't you squat below
It's getting
parallel?
harder.
It takes more time.
Yeah.
If you
We
don't-
should.
Why would you
Why
squat
would
below
you squat
parallel?
below parallel?
It takes
Yeah.
more time.
Yeah, it's way faster.
It is.
You can squat more
Wait,
weight.
it's way faster.
That's also true.
No, I remember he's doing a ballet.
Quarter
And there was
squat.
this guy who always see like
Quarter
6 plates and he's like,
That was good.
I'm like, what are you even, is that
working
the
his
little
hand
tiny
up.
glute muscle?
Yeah,
Piriformis?
it's the upper
He's working
butt.
the piriformis
upper
right
butt.
there. The 1-inch muscle.
Upper butt. Or he's practicing jerks.
You should see him in the
This guy was not practicing jerks.
His jerks.
This guy didn't even know what a jerk was.